What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's been a very, very busy day. I got I think 3 videos doing today, but we're going to start with some breaking news. It's not exactly breaking, but nobody had caught it unless you're UAP James, right? Because that dude, I don't know the system that he has to catch news, but he's like a machine. It's pretty cool. He caught a follow-up from Secretary of Transport and interim NASA director Sean Duffy, who, I don't know if you guys remember this, but he was in a briefing or in a hearing where he spoke to several Congress people, and he had this very interesting exchange with Representative Eric Burleson, who, as you guys know, is part of the UAP caucus, is interested in trying to find out what's going on. And they had this exchange. Check it out.
Thank you, Secretary Duffy. You're doing a fantastic job. I'm over here. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And we're all proud of the work you're doing. I want to ask you about the 2-person rule on railroads, and I want to ask you about the DOGE efforts within your department or agency. But first, I want to ask a very simple question. So Mike Gold, who is a former NASA administrator, he's come to Congress. He's spoken to us on the topic of UAPs, and he said that NASA has untold numbers of videos and photos and things that could be turned over to the public or like a private agency or a nonprofit to comb through for using artificial intelligence to identify things. Would you be willing to work with me to make that happen?
So I'm happy to work with you. Again, today is my first official day, but I've spent it with all of you. I'm having a classified briefing on Friday over at NASA. Again, this is, I think, not just you, but I think America wants to know. I'd like to get more information, but obviously I'll coordinate and communicate with you as I get into the role.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was on July 16, nearly a month ago. And UAP James caught something that I think people need to see and they need to hear. Sean Duffy was on a show on Fox. He was interviewed about this. So UAP James clipped it. Shout out to UAP James. This is from Fox Across America with Jimmy Fila. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I butchered it. But check this out.
Tulsi Gabbard this week talked about the fact that aliens could be real and she might want to declassify a few things. Now, all I can tell you is what I know, Duffy. We know the drones are not from New Jersey because they've been using their blinkers. Now what?
Well, first off, Jimmy, saw the drones. The drones are real, right?
Did you see that? And this adds to the already confusing narratives that are going on about the drones, because you got President Trump saying that he knows what they are, but he can't say. And then he kind of stumbled on his words, and he was about to say that it was not up to him. He's the president. Who's it up to? And then you got Tulsi talking about the drones, saying that she wants to know what's going on. And you got the FAA also mentioning the drones. And you got a bunch of debunkers and people from CIA, for example, saying that there's nothing to see here. And now he says that these are real. So which is it? Is it what the president is saying? Are these FAA approved? What are we dealing with? That's one, but that's not all. Check out what he said next.
I don't think we had the accoutrements in position to actually see what that was. But
okay.
But say what? I just want to be really clear. I haven't had the alien briefing yet, but I've asked for it.
What? Okay, so this is the NASA interim chief, and he's saying this in mainstream media. So the alien brief, what is that? Does it exist? Is it like that's what they call it, or were you just being facetious? I don't know, but that was pretty wild to hear from a sitting NASA director. So
Okay.
So I can't comment on it. And I can't wait to come back and talk about the highly classified information on your show. I'm gonna get in this briefing. And by the way, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. But actually, you know what I do? I mean, I think we're in a space right now in America that we want transparency. I mean, people do, you know, and there's decisions that have to be made. But as much as if feasibly possible, we want to share as much information with the American people.
Let's talk about this a little bit, because I find it really interesting that the conversation is veering towards this now side from people at the very cabinet. Trump being asked now multiple times. There was another show on Fox where he talked about orbs. I am not shitting you. I didn't show that one because it was kind of late when I saw it, so I didn't report on it. It was everywhere. I'm sure you've seen it, but I'm going to leave a link in the description so you guys can see it. This was one of those talk shows. So when Trump did the whole presidential campaign and he did the whole podcast and media tour, there were many podcasts he did that were taken a little bit more lightly. For example, he did the podcast with, I believe it was Theo Vaughn. He did another one with Andrew Schultz. Those are comedians. He also did Rogan, which is a little bit more serious because of Rogan's trajectory. And then you have Tulsi Gabbard talking about it publicly, Marco Rubio talking about it publicly. That's the Secretary of State. Tulsi Gabbard is the Director of National Intelligence. You got Kash Patel talking about it publicly. He's the Director of the FBI. Now this is the Director of NASA. He's interim, but he's the Director of NASA. That's one that people need to open their eyes a little bit. And I would urge you, please, I know that we're currently living in a really tough political climate and that a lot of people may be either scared or satisfied, depending on which side of the aisle you support. But I think that we need to see this for what it is. People within the cabinet and in the highest positions of power within the United States apparatus, it's not just the government, it's NASA is part of the scientific community too, are talking about alien briefings, non-human intelligence, orbs, the men from space. We're living in really wild times, just like Terence McKenna said once. I played the video a couple of times before. I'm going to play it again today.
It's only going to get weirder. The level of contradiction is going to rise excruciatingly, even beyond the excruciating present levels of contradiction. So I think it's just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and finally it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about how weird it is. And at that point, novelty theory can come out of the woods, because eventually people are going to say, what the hell is going on? It's just too nuts. It's not enough to say it's nuts. You have to explain why it's so nuts. I look for the invention of artificial life, the cloning of human beings, possible contact with extraterrestrials, possible human immortality, and at the same time, appalling acts of brutality, genocide, race baiting, homophobia, famine, starvation, because the systems which are in place to keep the world sane are utterly inadequate to the forces that have been unleashed. The collapse of the socialist world, the rise of the internet, these are changes so immense, nobody could imagine them ever happening. And now that they have happened, nobody even bothers to mention what a big deal it is. The mushroom said to me once, it said, this is what it's like when a species prepares to depart for the stars. You don't depart for the stars under calm and orderly conditions. It's a fire in a madhouse. And that's what we have, the fire in the madhouse at the end of time. This is That's what it's like when a species prepares to move on to the next dimension. The entire destiny of all life on the planet is tied up in this. We are not acting for ourselves or from ourselves. We happen to be the point species on a transformation that will affect every living organism on this planet at its conclusion.
Things are getting really weird. And then there's the other more sober aspect of this, which is if NASA sitting director Sean Duffy is asking for what he called the alien briefing, do you guys think he will be told everything? Or do you guys think that's when, like, whatever is keeping this a secret will also maintain the secret and, I don't know, maybe scare Duffy? Maybe tell him something that will scare the living daylights out of him. We don't know, but the fact that he just said this in mainstream media and Fox and so candidly, that's worthy of analyzing. And yeah, I know that whatever this administration does, the other side of the aisle and the people who are against this administration will immediately discount whatever comes out of it. I get that, but it's important. It's happening. We got to ask ourselves why it's happening. And we got to be really careful, because if Secretary Duffy goes to the wrong people to ask about this, I don't think they're going to tell him anything. But I would guess that there are some places, some aspects of the government that can help him get that information. The fact that Representative Burleson already told him about these videos and a lot of data means that probably Burleson already knows a little bit of that. So I'm guessing that they already spoke, and I don't know, maybe even because this was on 4 days ago, maybe they already gave him the alien briefing, and hopefully something comes out from him. But let's wait and see. Surely, whatever it is, it can't be that bad, can it? Let me know what you think in the comments about Secretary Duffy's statements about the drones being real, another person in high places admitting they're real, and about that alien briefing. Do you think he already had it? Do you think he was just joking around? What do you think he was told if he already had it? Let me know in the comments. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That's all you need to do in order to help us, and it is what helps us the most, so thank you. But if you want to support us in other ways, there's a few links down there you can choose from. You can become a member on YouTube, or you can support us through KGRA. Anything you choose to do is always appreciated, so thank you. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, stay curious and inquisitive like Secretary Duffy. Always. Bye.